Here we are back again with the MCU. If you saw or didn't watch, please watch that video of my War Machine video. I did a ranking of all of his suits throughout the MCU, and I thought it'd be cool just doing other characters. And one of my favorite characters in the MCU, and just like in general, is Thor. Thor is still one of my favorite Avengers, one of the few remaining OG Avengers. And yeah, sure, Thor: Love and Thunder, it was pretty bad. Like that ruined a lot of credibility I had for Thor and Taika Waititi in general. But that's nonetheless. Here we're looking at all of Thor's costumes throughout the MCU. I thought it'd be good looking at some of them and just giving my takes, because honestly, I think throughout the many years, even though there's been like a good amount of changes, the general like idea of Thor still sticks with him throughout most of his like debuts in these movies. Simply put, if you have a feeling about how I put these, then that's your own opinion. But honestly, I just hope you enjoy this and just enjoy talking about these suits. I find it fun, and I hope you just enjoy listening.
What a classic Thor adventure!
So here we are in last place, and we have Ravager Thor. It is not really a suit, but it still technically counts because it was in a lot of promotion for the movie, and it is in an action sequence, even though it is a really cheesy, really bad scene. Like, this suit kind of just represents the whole problem with the movie in general, of how it's just going balls to the wall and it doesn't really know what it wants to do. The whole Ravager getup and all that stuff, you could clearly tell he's trying to copy Star-Lord, but with his, his bulging muscles, like sticking out and all that. It's pretty just like, it's just pretty bad in general, in my opinion. The boots are nice. I think those are cool. Like, those are like straight out of a Thor, like an actual Thor costume, honestly. Although, if you look at the jeans, they literally have MCU lines. There's no way that they literally made a costume and they gave jeans lines. Like, the MCU meme of giving suits lines will never go unnoticed, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, pretty bad suit. It's really bad, and it just overall, like, it oozes my feelings for Thor: Love and Thunder, honestly.
Yeah, sure, but where's the pizzazz?
Here we have a pretty generic suit. Like, this is pretty bad in my opinion. Like, okay, sorry, bad's the wrong word. Just nothing really going for it. We have the opening suit for Thor Ragnarok, and honestly, this is just pretty basic, pretty like generic. I know I'm going to say some other suits are generic in here, but that's more so just because they kind of just fit like the standard Thor. This one is kind of like below average. Like, this one is not really like saying like anything. Like, whenever I saw this suit, like whenever I first watched this in theaters, I was seriously thinking to myself, are they really doing this? And it just feels kind of like plastic. He just has like a plastic suit he just puts on. There's no like Asgardian, like Vikingness to it. It's just very just drab and dull. And the fact of the cape and all that stuff, there's nothing really going for it. And yeah, I understand, as we'll see with the later suit coming up, there is a reason to it. But I feel like they could have done more something outlandish for a character like Thor. This honestly feels like something he would have worn, like, if he lost his powers and like he still like had like a suit, not like in the actual Thor movie. It is so cool whenever you see him fight Surtur, but like in that one scene whenever he and Loki, put on their suits, you could clearly tell that Loki is slaying all the way, but Thor is Rose just walked out at like, oh, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I don't know, just get to the next one.
Thor: Love and Thunder is at McDonald's.
Here we have the blue and gold suit from Thor: Love and Thunder. This is the main suit he wears throughout the movie. This was the one that was heavily marketed, and someone called McDonald's because this looks like a Happy Meal toy. This suit is so goddamn ugly. I was very, very much tempted to put this at last place, but I reasonably said that this does invoke the Thor aesthetic. And just because of my friend who plays as him in Marvel Rivals a lot, it does help that. It's a small amount, but it's still some. But like just the whole blue and yellow, it just looks like a cartoon. It looks so awful. It's so busy. It's so over-designed. And the reasoning for why he has the suit is just so dumb. Whenever he sees Jane as Thor, he goes like, no, I need to make my own thing because I'm the cooler Thor.
And that's my look.
And it's even worse because he has a helmet too with it, and it's just CGI gobbledygook. It's just so awful. It's just so blah. Like it's honestly trash. And I just think the whole blue and yellow just doesn't work for Thor. I imagine he probably wore it in the comics, but this is what I don't care. I really do not. And it's even worse because the suit that he replaced this with, oh my god, why did they do this to my boy?
He's my brother.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
Next one up we have is the Avengers 2012 suit. This one is pretty okay, but I feel like this suit kind of fills into some of the problems that Avengers 2012 kind of has just in general with the design of it, to where it kind of feels like a TV show, to where like some of the stuff, like outside of like the big action sequences and like Iron Man suits, everything else looks kind of like on a TV budget. And I don't know if it's just because of lighting or just like costume design alone, but yeah, it's kind of honestly. I mean, like it has the whole Thor aesthetic going, but I feel like it doesn't really like scream like Asgardian, you know what I mean? It kind of just feels like just like a plain Thor suit. I mean, like the blue is a bit much. It doesn't really pop. And especially whenever he's on scenes like in the helicarrier and just stuff like that. I think the only time it looks good to me, in my opinion, is whenever he's fighting Iron Man and Captain America in Shakespeare in the Park, along with the Battle of New York, but sometimes it looks a little bit wonky even then. Not a bad suit, but still, it's not enough.
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Next up at number 5, we have the Gladiator Thor suit. Here we're getting in the really good ones, and I really love this one a lot. He only uses it to fight the Hulk, and goddamn, he uses every single bit of screen time for making that shit look good. I always give credit to whenever a Thor suit gives him the helmet. It looks very good. And I love the fact that with what I said about the earlier Thor suit and Thor Ragnarok, they fully used it to their advantage of making this look just very, you know, like, very cobbled together and just kind of just very, like, Sakaar based. I love the fact that he has the mace, the shield, all, like, the paint on the whole suit in general. Like, you can tell, like, he is ready for, you know, to fighting the Hulk on this planet. And I like the fact that just in general, with the short hair too, it really works. Like, I feel like a lot of suits here very much work on how his hair is handled, and I feel like this is one of the few times I actually really enjoy his short hair with a suit like this. And just in general, it just looks pretty good. And you could tell that going forward, we're nothing but uphill from here.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Here we have the first ever Thor suit from 2011. I gotta tell you, this is pretty much what I kind of want from all Thor suits, pretty much. Like, the black is so good here, it works. It looks amazing. I love the big cape it has. The helmet he has in the beginning is honestly the perfect helmet. I know I said that Thor Ragnarok had the perfect helmet, but that's because it just looks and fits well on his head. Just the whole, like, vibe of the helmet, like the way it looks like it's straight, it's ripped straight from the comics, and it looks amazing, honestly. Along with that, I feel like this is way more subdued than Avengers 2012, and I think it works very well whenever it clashes against Asgard from this movie. I don't know if you ever get that weird feeling watching, you know, Thor 1 compared to Thor 2 and 3, but I feel like 1 had like Asgard feeling like an actual place, and I feel like it works well with the costume design there, but in Thor 2 and 3, I don't know, it just something feels odd about it. I don't know if that's just me personally, but I feel like it just works better for Thor's costume. And I think that's why, along with that, why I like the 2011 more, because I just feel like the whole direction with the whole lighting and all that stuff just works better for a suit like this. Whenever he's fighting Wampas on Hoth, or whenever he's like even fighting the Destroyer in New Mexico, it's honestly pretty good.
Bring me Thanos!
Alright, So, at number 3, I know this is going to be a little bit controversial, but here we have Infinity War and Endgame suit. They are essentially the same suit. The only difference is that Thor's body mass is a little bit different. He's a little bit chubby, and he also has a little bit different. He actually has longer hair, which I love to see from a Thor. This is honestly kind of very good. This is like the blackest he's ever had for a suit. Like, you could tell this is honestly the most impactful for his character in general. He's on a revenge mission here, and the all black works very well with it. Along with that, I love the texture on the whole costume itself. The layers make it look very good. Along with the collar he has, it's like honestly incredible. And along with that, the subtle details, I love the fact that like his little like button like thingies he has on all of his suits. I love for this one, they like light up blue whenever he's like on screen with his lightning going. And honestly, in general, I just think it's very cool just for how I said impactful this suit is to just Thor's journey in general throughout the MCU and Infinity War. How it's all about like his grief and his loss for all of the friends he's lost throughout the years, and how this kind of represents like his like big comeback, which he utterly fucks up in general. I think it is pretty good. I know it, like I said, it's controversial because a lot of people put that at number 1, but like I said, I am a big fan of Thor going all out and just looking like a full-blown diva. So I'm sorry to say this, but just because you're on a revenge mission doesn't mean you can't ball out with, you know, the colors, man. I'm sorry.
It's a very, very interesting theory. I have a simpler one. You're all not worthy.
Here we are at number 2, and I know this is gonna feel a little bit generic. I know that, I get it. But Thor's costume from Thor the Dark World and Age of Ultron kind of feels like the perfect mesh between feeling like a classic Viking Asgardian suit along with the real like battle-worn, battle-ready, you know, suit. Because the problem I have with some of the more like fantastical suits is the fact that they don't really look like that real. But here with this one, this feels like the perfect mix. It feels very realistic, and it still has that Asgardian flair that I love to see. They are essentially the same from both Thor the Dark World and Age of Ultron, so like there's no real difference there. But in general, I think they're both pretty good. It just feels like kind of like the best like evolution for Thor throughout the MCU with his costumes here. From getting, you know, like that goofy shit he had from Avengers to finally like upgrading to this like final boss of his suit. But there is one suit that is above all the rest, and it has like, I think probably the least amount of screen time, and that is...
Can I come in? I have meat.
My god, this suit was done so dirty. I'm gonna do it justice by talking about how great this shit is. This was done so incredibly dirty because Thor wears this for like 2 minutes, and those 2 minutes are absolute cinema. This suit is so amazing, and it's a crime that it wasn't worn enough. And the fact that it got replaced by that ba-da-ba-ba-ba ass fucking suit is so criminal. Like, first off, it's simple in the best way possible. The fact that the gold accents worked, it works perfectly. And the fact that he has fur for the cape, it is so damn good. It is so amazing. And the fact that he doesn't wear it, oh my god, oh my god, I'm sorry, this isn't even part of my figure. It's just so upsetting, man. But yeah, that's really about it. That suit, bro. We were so robbed. The movie in general robbed us of a good time, but man, Taika Waititi, what are you doing, man? I don't know. But like I said, that's about it. If you have your own opinion on what suit you think is the best, please tell me. I assume all the comments are going to be like, Infinity War is the best, Infinity War had the best costume. And you know what, you're probably right, but hey, I like a little bit of flair in my suit, huh? I'm a fan of Avengers Mightiest Heroes. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, tell me what you think, and tell me what's your opinion. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. The engagement's good. And yeah, take care.